All right, let's take a look at number 14 of the Chapter 1 homework. It says the state education department requires local school districts keep records on all students and with their age, race or ethnicity, days absent, current grade level, standardized test scores in reading and mathematics, and any disabilities or special educational needs. And we want to find the W's. Who, what, when, where, why, and how. First thing we're going to look at is who. So who are they studying here? If we look at all the choices, it's definitely the students right there, because they're getting all this data on the students. So I would say the who is students. So the next we're going to look at what, and what is a big question. What are they studying? A lot of things. They're studying age, race or ethnicity, the days absent, current grade level, because the what are all the variables that they're studying on the person. Standardized test scores in reading and math, and disabilities or special needs. So the what is going to be a lot. So let's go ahead and let me put that in. So next, the what is the age. They'll probably measure that in years, possibly in years and months, but probably years. Every time I've seen that in a database or something, it's been years. The race and ethnicity, the number of absences, the grade level, the reading score, the math score, and the disabilities and special needs. That would be the what they're measuring. When are they measuring it? More than likely, they're going to just keep it current for the current school year. The information must be always kept current. They're going to change it every year. They're going to update it every time. Like when there's a new test score, reading and math score, they're going to put it in the database. So the when is just current. Now where? They didn't say really that. They didn't say which state. If they just said the state of Texas, we could have put state of Texas. So we don't know where really. The state, I guess? We don't know which state, though. They didn't tell us. They did not specify the where. The why. Now, why would they keep data like this? Because keeping this kind of information is a state requirement. That's why. I mean, it's a requirement to keep this data. See, it says requires right there. It requires local school districts to keep the data. So it's a state requirement is why they're keeping it. Also, it's also useful too. You want to know how your kids are doing on test scores. You want to know their educational needs. You want to know how their absent days. They use this data too. It's not just a requirement. They actually use it. Next is how. How would they keep this data? The data would be collected and stored as part of school records in some sort of database. So I would put the information collected and stored in the school records is the how. And so we got all 6 of them right there. And what are the variables? Well, the variables are the what. So we already kind of know all of these are the variables. It's kind of redundant to say them again. There are 7 variables. Race and ethnicity, grade level, the disability special needs. All of those are categorical because those aren't numbers, right? Like a grade level is technically a number, but it's not a number you do data on, like what's the average grade level. You're not going to do that. Grade level is just a way to identify what grade the student is in. It's not a number that we're going to like take mean, median, mode, range, and all that on. Race or ethnicity and disabilities would all be categorical. Now, the number of absences, your age, and your test scores, those are all quantitative variables. So if you wanted to get a little practice splitting those, that's how you would do that. All right, that is everything for problem number 14.